And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's Geis on the counter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Bravo. March 43.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry for Josh Adams. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
At the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 955.
Second down, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Third down. Here's Haskins. And this is caught by Watkins. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They run with a 5th-round man, Paul Perkins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Rush in.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
When the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Darius Geis, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
36-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 29-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. First carry for the ex-Utah State Aggie, Darwin Thompson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And the Redskins first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins to Thompson on the screen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Haskins going to throw again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Hey, hold on. Mike, 49. Double dog, that's the way.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third.
43 in the mic. 65, 65, 65. What? Go. 43 is the mic.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. And his throw here is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Get it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. In your face. That's it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Set, ready. 6 yards. H3.
now. Haskins on first down. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
55. Check. 55. Mike. It's going to be a long day.
On 3rd down, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Talk about flipping the script. That punt return, 86 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And this is caught by Watkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. On the draw, they go to Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 45 on second down, Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. On third down, Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you across state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Jackson on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
49 to Mike. 49 on. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Again, Jackson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey.
Now it's Haskins. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Touchdown, defense. Check safety.
They go play action now. Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Haskins back to the air. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Deron Payne able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Second down, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bryant is good. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. 3rd down here.
Hank's almost going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Third down. Here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Davis now to return it. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go. Here we go. Ball shot. 43 is the mic.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
Again, here's Adams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Check 4, check 4.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And this one complete to Reed. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Returnable here for Davis. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the 46-yard line.
Give it that ball, defense. Whip.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
I got one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
What we got? Undercrush.
Now a toss. This is Geis. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On set. 49. Hey, tight. Tight and left. Even. 4 down. Even. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
This is Geis. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw, Haskins. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Here's Perkins on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Haskins will throw, and Reed with it over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. 51 to Mike. Check, 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 check. Hatchet, hatchet.
On first down, this is Adams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing on second down, Haskins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Redskins on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Right there in the middle, 55. It's a party now. It's a party now.
They're going on fourth down. Haskins. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Haskins now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Hayward. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that'll make it 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Haskins. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Army.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins to Thompson on the screen. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Come up the ball,
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And he's going to go down again. Yannick Ngakoue, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
They'll run again with Pirine. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Go!
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
80 weapon.
Watch the run.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Haskins on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Bravo. 56 the mic.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
22. Jet.
4th down, here's Haskins. Open man is Taylor, he's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down, Washington.
Let's go now. 56. Henry. Mike's 56. You run.
They'll run on 1st down. Perkins trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Check 56. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Perkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer.
Redskins 16.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Clear. Go.
Here's P-Ryan. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ready. 60 on.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, here's P-Ryan. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll run it here with P-Ryan. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, Haskins got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. He finds Taylor, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Throwing again, here's Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hey, let's get there. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Haskins back to the air. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the